Hi, this is Brendan from Watto Training, and in this tutorial we take a look at how to become a driver trainer in Queensland. The source of this information is www.tmr.qld.gov.au. Accreditation. In Queensland, a person wishing to provide pre-licensed driver training for award must be accredited as a driver trainer with the Department of Transport and Main Roads. The requirement for accreditation as a driver trainer is in accordance with the Transport Operations, Road Use Management, Accreditation and Other Provisions Regulation 2015. A person must hold a valid open driver licence issued in Australia or New Zealand for the class of vehicle for which the applicant wishes to provide training and have held the licence for a continuous period of at least 1 year immediately prior to making the application. Refer to Section 27A of the Transport Operations, Road Use Management, Accreditation and Other Provisions Regulation 2015. Driver trainers have a legal, moral and professional obligation to understand, obey and know that regulations exist for very definite reasons. These include guidance, restraint, uniformity, and safety. It is essential, therefore, that driver trainers have a sound traffic history record. The department may refuse to grant accreditation to a person who has an adverse traffic history. The department may also refuse to grant accreditation to a person who has been convicted of a criminal offence or is currently charged with a criminal offence and the charge has not been fully disposed of. In light of public interest and public safety considerations, the department will take into account any charges or offences committed in a jurisdiction when deciding whether or not to issue the accreditation. Traffic and criminal history checks are conducted by the Customer Service Centre or QGAP office after an application is lodged. Accredited driver trainers are required to comply with statutory accreditation conditions as detailed in Schedule 1 of the Transport Operations, Road Use Management, Accreditation and Other Provisions Regulation 2015 and the Code of Conduct. When applying for driver trainer accreditation, the person is required to declare on the application form that they understand their responsibilities under the regulation and that failure to comply with the statutory accreditation conditions may result in the driver trainer's accreditation being amended, suspended, or cancelled. Accredited driver trainers are required to possess a suitability card, blue card, issued for the Queensland Public Safety Business Agency. By the Queensland Public Safety Business Agency. For more information, go to www.bluecard.qld.gov.au. The department strongly recommends that businesses involved in providing learner driver training seek independent professional advice and obtain appropriate levels of insurance to meet their business needs. This includes professional indemnity and public liability insurance. Training qualifications. An applicant for driver trainer accreditation must demonstrate appropriate competencies to undertake the role by successfully completing the approved training course delivered by a Transport and Main Roads approved registered training organisation, also known as an RTO. Light vehicle classes C and CA, A standing for auto. TLI 41218 or TLI 41216, Certificate 4 in Transport and Logistics, Road Transport, Car Driving Instruction. For heavy vehicle classes to specified level, TLI 41318 or TLI 41316, Certificate 4 in Transport and Logistics, Road Transport, Heavy Vehicle Driving Instruction, including one of the following competency units. The competency unit must be listed on the qualification issued by the RTO. TLIC 2002, Drive Light Rigid Vehicle, TLIC 3003, Drive Medium Rigid Vehicle, TLIC 3004, Drive Heavy Rigid Vehicle, TLIC 3005, Drive Heavy Combination Vehicle, TLIC 4006, Drive Multi-Combination Vehicle. A driver-trainer applicant wanting to deliver multi-combination class driver training must also have TAE 40116 or TAE 40110 with one from A and one from B below, either TAE LLN 411 or TAE LLN 401A. Address adult language literacy and numeracy skills, either TAE ASS 502, TAE ASS 502A or TAE ASS 502B. Design and develop assessment tools. For motorcycle applicants, TLI 41418 or TLI 41416, Certificate 4 in Transport and Logistics, Road Transport, Motorcycle Riding Instruction. Note, the following assessment qualification or competency units of training are required for the delivery of Q-Ride assessment. TAE 40116, Certificate 4 in Training and Assessment, or the skill set, TAE ASS 401, competency units for plan assessment activities and processes, and TAE ASS 402, assess competence. The Australian Skills Quality Authority, also known as ASQA, is the national regulator for Australia's vocational education and training sector and is responsible for registering RTOs and accrediting courses. Complaints about an RTO or the quality of training provided should be referred to www.asqa.gov.au/complaints. Mutual recognition. A current interstate or New Zealand driver trainer accreditation may be recognised and transferred to the equivalent Queensland accreditation for the same vehicle classes. Applicants must make application to the Department of Transport and Main Roads for recognition of their existing interstate or New Zealand accreditation and pay the applicable fee. Throughout the accreditation period, accredited driver trainers must maintain satisfactory levels of competency. If the Chief Executive reasonably believes the trainer is not competent to give training, the trainer may be required to demonstrate to the reasonable satisfaction of the Chief Executive that the trainer is competent to give training. Refer to Schedule 1, Part 1, Section 34 of the Transport Operations Road Use Management Accreditation and Other Provisions, Regulation 2015. Applications for driver trainer accreditation may be pre-lodged without course certification to allow for criminal and traffic history checks to be commenced. However, course certification must be presented within 3 months from the lodgement date of the application. Failure to meet this requirement will result in the lapse of the application. Once the Chief Executive has made the decision to grant the accreditation, you may be issued with an interim industry authority. This interim industry authority will act as proof that you hold a driver trainer industry authority until your card arrives in the mail. Accreditation as a driver trainer is granted for 12 months. Application for renewal of the accreditation must be made prior to the expiry date. If you are signed up for e-reminders, Transport Main Roads will email you an interim industry authority as evidence that you are authorised to perform the role until your industry authority card arrives in the mail. When your industry authority card is posted, 3 days before your industry authority is due to be renewed. Vehicles to be used for training and assessment. Vehicles provided by the accredited driver trainer to provide pre-licence driver training must comply with Section 29 of the Transport Operations Road Use Management, Accreditation and Other Provisions Regulation 2015. Accredited driver trainers should ensure that any vehicle provided by the learner driver for training purposes must be typical of the class and meet the minimum standards for test vehicles as described in the QSafe Driver License Assessment Policy. For more information, contact your nearest customer service centre. This has been Brendan from Watto Training.